Hey guys! Oh my god, this thing's so amazing. I was trying to figure out how to video record without guesstimating because I couldn't see the camera. I'm using the back camera on my Samsung Galaxy S7. And I'm just like, damn, I downloaded the SideSync app on my laptop and I'm like, oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Fix my hair. Always fixing my hair. This hair is like for reals Puerto Rican hardcore. Alright, so I talked to my sister and she started watching my first video. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a hot mess. I started it at the middle of the night. It was like 2 a.m. I'm like, okay, I just want to get this done. I had videos that I was really proud of, and they're really fun and loud and crazy. And it just did not come out the way I wanted it to. And my sister, we were watching this other guy. He's like a little Irish man. Like he does the jig. I'll put his link down below. I'll ask my sister who he is. He's like this gay man with a vlog and a book vlog, and he's an author and an advocate for bullying, which I support 100%. And he just told me some great advice when I was watching his video. He has a fan, is like, hello. And he was like, zoom into your face, bitch. Zoom in. And I was like, how do I zoom into my face? How do I do it? And now I can actually see on my laptop's over there in the corner, if you guys are wondering what I'm looking at all the time. And I can see myself in the camera, and it's so much easier. I'm telling you right now, I'm so much more happier. I am. And my sister was also giving me some advice. Like, okay, first of all, stop being so still. You're never that still in your life. And I'm like, you're right, I'm not a mummy. And then secondly, have topics. So each day I'm gonna have a topic, of the week, and be consistent with it. So I was thinking Monday can be for movies and today would be for television. And I have so much to say about television. Right now I was binging on Outlander and I'm on the 3rd season. I'm 2 episodes away from the season finale. I'm a binger. I don't watch weekly. And if I do, it only lasts for maybe a month, 2 months, and then I have to go back to binging because I have school and stuff. And right now I'm binging on Outlander. Right now Claire was on a Jamaican ship. Oh no, a ship to Jamaica, and then she got stranded. Claire, and because they're Scottish. And so she's on this ship, she's stranded on this boat, and I'm like, oh my god, no. She could be raped at any second because she's on this boat because she's a doctor and they need help. And she does help them, and it's so great. I'm like, oh, she's so amazing. And then the guy that she's helping, who's the captain of the boat, who essentially kidnapped her for her skills, is like, oh, your husband Jamie, he's on another boat and he's got to go and get hanged for murder. And I'm like, she's fucking saving everyone on this boat and she can't catch a fucking break. Because first of all, the first season of Outlander, her and Jamie, who are the main characters on the show, and they're the love interest of everything. They're everything. Even I'm kind of jealous. I'm like, oh, they're everything. They're separated through time and space and the space continuum, and he has to live in the past, and she has to live it's still the past to us, but bumfuck New York, where only white people are safe and make money. And so they're living totally separate lives for 20 years. And then cut to 20 years passed. Her daughter's all grown up, Jamie's daughter, right? In the future. And so she's like, Claire's remorseful and stuff. But before we get into the character thing, I just want to say that what I have noticed in Outlander, and they totally cop to it, is that they didn't age those bitches at all. Because every episode is takes months to film. It's at least a month of filming for each episode. And yeah, they're supposed to be 20 years older than when they started, right? So she's supposed to be I think she was in her late 20s, early 30s when she got kidnapped back in time. And now she's supposed to be near her mid 40s, 50s. And that bitch looks nothing like my mom, who is in her 50s. And she looks nothing like the 40-year-olds that I know, or the 30-year-olds that I know, because Caitriona Balfe, who plays Claire on the show, she's a Victoria's Secret model. And not only is she a Victoria's Secret model, she is the palest, whitest Victoria's Secret model. She even told during an interview, while she was a model, they would have to spray paint her 8 times to make her look darker, and so she wouldn't look like a ghost on camera. And I'm like, okay, so you're white as fuck, which means you don't age well. I'm telling you right now, white people do not age well. My Meryl Streep, God bless her heart, she's beautiful. She's so gorgeous. One of the few white women I've seen age well, besides Julia Roberts. And even so, I've seen, Jennifer Lopez is aging as well, and she looks almost the exact fucking same as when she did in her mid-20s. And so I'm looking at Meryl Streep, and I'm like, oh my God, that's how a white woman ages. So gracefully, so beautifully, right? Then I'm looking at Caitriona Balfe, who's supposed to have aged 20 years, and I'm like, you have one fucking gray strand in your hair. You know what? At least you cop to it. Like, she's like, it's television magic. I'm like, no, it's called a television budget. It's not television magic. And you're just asking, you're asking us to ignore the fact that you're supposed to be in your 40s, or like late 40s. So okay, so back to the show. So then they're separated, right? And then they get back together like by episode 6, and Jamie passes out, and then they spend 2 whole episodes together, right? Like everything falls apart because it always does for drama, which I love. And his like, there's a fire and everything, so they have to run away back to his like homeland of Scotland. So then they're living. So then they go back home, and then she finds out he has another wife because it's been like 20 fucking years, and she's just like, oh no, Jamie, how could you do this? And Jamie's like, I didn't even fuck the bitch. And she has 2 kids of her own. And yeah, I married her. She didn't want me. And I went to go start a book print shop over in bumfuck, city. And she's just like, I didn't even believe it. I was like, the lengths I pushed through to just believe this show and take it seriously, because it does take itself very seriously. It's a very well-produced show. Like, there's money. Stars is like, this is their hit show. They put their money behind it, and I'm so glad, because Boo Boo likes to watch, like, drama unfold in a very glamorous way. Like, Dynasty on CW, it's supposed to be, like, the most glamorous, scandalous show on TV, and I'm like, they need to take some pages from the show Scandal, because Scandal, like, takes my breath away, like in the beginning and toward like even in the middle it was like getting me there, and now it's more like, okay, what's going on now? It's more like a bit more maudlin, a bit more sad, like it's sad shocking, or it's just like, how far will they go to like let go of their personal feelings? Like that's what Scandal is, but Dynasty needs to take a page for them. And Outlander is, you know what, they kept 2 episodes with her and Jamie together, and then the 3rd episode they're on the boat, and then they're on this boat, right? And they're trying to survive, and it has this whole drama. So no, actually 3 episodes together. And by the end of the 3rd episode, she's separated from Jamie again. She's separated from Jamie for like 2 whole episodes. 2 whole episodes. And I'm like, so that's like, there's only 13 episodes a season. And we it's called Droughtlander because we wait like a year and a half for each season to come, because it takes so much time to just prep. They like, there's like 4 episodes on a boat. They need to get a boat. They need to, film on a boat. They need to like make all the costumes, and these are like legit costumes, and they shoot on location. Those locations are like not the backfuck of California. They are over in Scotland. I don't know if they like went all the way to Jamaica, but they had like some forest scenes, and for a white girl to go through that and get that sunburn, because I had a feeling that sunburn was painted on, because of course anyways, so her character, is kidnapped on this boat for like 2 episodes, I think. And then she escapes at the end, right? But then she ends up on this jungle, and for like, there's like this 15-minute montage of her like surviving the jungle. And I'm glad they kept that so real. I'm not even gonna lie. I was not like, oh my God, she knows how to break a coconut. Oh no, there's coconuts in the trees. She's gonna all of a sudden be this great climber and climb the whole fucking tree. No. That bitch was suffering. She fell asleep on some grass, woke up, got her legs half eaten by ants. She found coconuts, but the tree was so fucking high, she was like, okay, I can't do that. And she just walked away. I like that she just, because she's a doctor, the character, Claire, and she's stranded on this island, and she's just straight up with herself. I'm not going to climb that tree. I'm not going to waste half a day climbing that tree when she's like running out of water, right? She needs water within 3 days. So she's like, I'm not going to waste my time trying to get to this tree. So she just goes, and she keeps going and passing this, and she falls asleep again. 2nd day, she wakes up and there's a fucking snake on her. And I'm like, oh my God, this white chick looks so awful right now. She's sunburned. She's hungry. She's like dehydrated. She's okay. You know what? For a Victoria's Secret model, I'll give her that. She's like not doing what Adriana Lima did, like on Ugly Betty. Adriana Lima is this beautiful, gorgeous model from Victoria's Secret who's Latina, and I support it. And she's just a really bad actress. She has tried so hard to like be in the acting world through television like shots, and she's trying to do hosting, but she's just like, she's too, not personality wise. Like, she's Gigi Hadid, but people are less forgiving for her lack of a personality, because if she's a woman of color. I swear that's it. Because Gigi Hadid, I've seen her host things, and she's so boring. She's so boring. And she has nothing to say. And she's just like, she makes some makeup line that just has nothing to do with anything. And so I'm watching this, Claire go through this hellhole. And this actress from Victoria's Secret is amazing. Like, I honestly, I started watching the show. I knew nothing about her. I just watched the first season, and then I was like, you know what I do? After I watch every season and I really like a show, I go down my little dark hole, which means that I go on the internet and I watch interviews that they give to China, that they give to like bumfuck Canada, and those interviews like on a news show in Canada, right? And I watch them and I like wait for little tidbits. Like I'll rehear information, do other things, but then there's like a little snippet of behind the scenes or like a little snippet of what goes on the set, and I'm like, it gives me life. And when they said you were a Victoria's Secret model, she's like, oh yeah, she told the whole story about being pale and whatever. But like, I couldn't believe it because I'm like, you have talent of acting. Like I know they have talents. Modeling is hard, and they also they're human beings that you can look beautiful and do other stuff and be talented at it. But as an actor, it's very hard for me to see models transition so well. Charlize Theron was a model, but like for a hot second. But who's a great model transitioner is Caitriona Balfe, who is like, I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right, an Outlander. Because, this chick in Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, what's her name? Cara Delevingne. She does not deserve to be in these big budget movies. Because I swear to God, there's real actresses in the world who are really great at what they do and are amazing at what they do. And she's just like ruining it. She's ruining it, and she's just ruining the game because there's these movies that I love, and she pops up in them, and I'm like, she's supposed to be the villain in Suicide Squad? I don't think so. And then I'm watching her again, and she's supposed to be like the amazing badass love interest in Valerian and City of a Thousand Planets by like this amazing director of Fifth Element. I don't think so. But back to my point. Also, just remember, I'm like looking over here at my screen just to make sure of my time, because I'm trying to keep it an average of 15 minutes, because I can just talk for fucking ever, but I'm going to keep it to 15 minutes a day, because my sister's like, your video is 30 minutes, and I went, you know what, boo, you're right, that's way too long of a time, keep it at 15, average of 15, because I might go to 17, because I'm a stingy bitch, like, I fucking have a lot to say, and I feel like I don't have enough time to say it. So then, alright, so Cara Delevingne, trash, Gigi Hadid, trash, and then back to Caitriona Balfe, the lead actress in Outlander. So I'm binging on it, right? And so she's doing a great job pretending like she's in the jungle, a white lady who has no fucking idea what to do. She's no Tarzan. And finally, I swear to God, I love this because it's always a TV thing. They're dying. And right when they're like gonna pass out and die on the floor, they end up on like some land and people find them. And so that's what happens to her. She gets rescued, and I swear to God, she was sunburned. Her fucking ass was sunburned, okay? Like red. It wasn't dirt. It was just being burned from the sun. And that shit washed off in one shower. And I don't know how, that's TV magic, but in the real world, when we take a shower, those burn marks from the sun, those like sun burns, they're burns, don't just wash away. Although God knows I have, been in the sun, which is not a lot. I'm going to admit I'm really careful about my skin. And yeah, if I ever get a sunburn, I'm such a little bitch about it. I'm like, and she just acted like, oh, it's over. And I'm just going to, and her legs healed within like 2 days. All those like Happy and my aunts healed in 2 days. I was like, okay, I'm really pushing in the show to believe. And so in the end of that episode, she goes and finds Jamie, and her and Jamie are like they're bae. They're so bae. And they have sex at the end of the episode because they've been separated for almost 3 whole episodes, and I'm just like, no. And then they just have like awesome sex scenes, and it's just you look forward to it. I'm not gonna lie, I love a good sex scene. That's why I was so shocked about Scandal, because they show so much. I don't know how they do it, and I loved Hannibal. For my Brian Fuller always does a sex scene and always does it in a way where I'm like, okay, I'm not even turned on even a little bit, but you know what? I'm gonna watch this because this is fascinating. Like, how do you make a sex scene not like more interesting than sexy? Ask Brian Fuller, because he's the king of it. But Outlander knows what the audience wants. It was just mostly females. I'm not gonna lie. I love shows that mostly appeal to females, like male-driven shows, usually white people, like NCIS. I haven't watched the whole episode of NCIS. I might be the only person in America not to do it, but I love Outlander, which is on Stars, and it's just giving me life. Oh no, I'm hitting my 15-minute mark. Okay, so real quick, I just want to talk about Sophia Bush real fast, because, okay, I thought for the longest time Sophia Bush was, like, untalented. I'm sorry. She is an amazing hard worker. She stuck with One Tree Hill when Chad Michael Murray ditched it, when Hillary Burton ditched it, and they were the two, like, rising stars from that show, but she stuck it out. She has had more, like, consistent jobs in TV than both of them have. She was in a quickly canceled gay sitcom called Partners that I saw her and she was amazing. And then I saw her in Chicago PD, which I haven't seen a full episode of. It's just a procedural that just doesn't draw me in. You know, I can't see myself in it. And I'm at a point now where I need to see something, you know, amazing and fun. I have too many shows like Queer as Folk, which I don't really binge on. Noah's Ark, which I do binge on. And then like The Vicious Show starring Ian McKellen, I binge on. So when I watch a show, I have to really connect to it. Or if I'm going to rewatch something, I have to connect to it. Like Cougar Town, I connected to, you know, and I connected to like the show Vicious on BBC. But anyways, back to the point of Sophia Bush. So she's an amazing actress and she's really talented and she's amazing and she's a hard worker. And Boo Boo was getting abused on that fucking set. And I know it's that fucking lead actor. Because he's been to anger management. He's like really done shit that's been shady. And he's been like apologizing. And she just released on TV Line, which is hashtag Bible. You know, Kardashians say Bible on Keeping the Truth. TV Line is my truth. I swear to God. TV Line, I'm with Michael Ausiello all day, every day. I love him. He's wonderful. But Sophia Bush, she deserved better. She deserved better. She even said, she was so, like, classy about it. She said she gave the producers of that show a year in advance of notice. If things didn't change, she would leave. And things didn't change, and she left. And she worked really hard to get out of that show. She always says that when people on the internet are trying to, like, you know, say, oh, you know what, Sophia? Were you leaving the show because, like, it wasn't good enough for you anymore? Your storyline was getting shut down? She's like, fuck you guys. I worked really hard to get out of that show. I worked really hard to get a deal to make my own show so I can, like, you know, surround herself with people that are good and kind and respect her as a woman and as an actress. And I can just tell that fucking guy who's the lead on that show, I saw him in Californication where he played like a crazy drunk and I thought, oh my God, a guy who shows his body, a guy who's like really good with comedy, he'll be so like endearing and nice and fun in real life. You know, it goes to show like you just can't be fooled by, you know, actors' willingness to do stuff for a part, which I thought was like an indicator of like how great they were as a person. You know, like a lot of people who are really in the industry don't really want to show stuff and are very, you know, constricting about plot lines, even if they'll make sense and it's not like, you know, inflammatory or like, you know, sex for sex sake. I think those actors who actually push through and do like the stuff that's legitimate, even though it's like them being naked, and for good storylines, I'm like, oh my God, they have to be amazing in real life. And it goes to show like, hey, I was wrong. And this guy is talented. He's a lead on a show, you know, Chicago PD. I forgot his name, but he's like, fuck him. Fuck him. I'm not watching Chicago PD. If anything, if I do watch Chicago PD, I'm watching just Sophia Bush's parts because that girl deserves my support. I support women who fucking stand up for themselves and get shit done. And that's her. And that's my girl, Salma Hayek, who fucking got Ugly Betty up from nothing. And we'll talk about that on another day, okay? Because I have a lot to say about Salma Hayek. But, so, watch Outlander, right? Oh, actually, Outlander's finished. It is done. They filmed all their episodes, so I'm binging on it right now. And it's on Stars, and I'm loving it. And it's a sexy, fun, in the history past thing. And it's actually, it's more like a mystery and character-driven story than it is a sexy story. It just has, like, a sexy part every, like, 4 episodes, to be honest. So if you're going to it on the assumption, like, there's, like, a lot of sex in Outlander, and it's very sexy and, like, titillating, it's not really. It's more, like, a journey in the past and how hard it is for people to just survive back then. It really is. You know, and they make it fun. And so that's my television talk for today, and then tomorrow's gonna be like my whatever day, you know, whatever for Wednesday, and I'm probably gonna talk about well, whatever the fuck I want to talk about. It's whatever Wednesday. So I'm going to post this tonight or tomorrow, whatever. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.